Hey guys, it's Tape the Grape. In today's video, we are at an old abandoned house. Now this isn't just one we randomly found just now. My fiance's actually known about this house since she was little, and it's in a lot worse shape than it was before. This house, I don't know the exact house age, but I do know the farm that it is on is well back from the 1850s, but the building's probably newer, probably turn of the century, maybe. But I'm going to do some interior exploring. Again, we've been here. There's got a garage there, an old baby barn for like the calves of animals and stuff. Silo. There used to be another barn over there that got burned down at some point, and all that. But anyway, we're gonna go in just a second. But I did notice a tractor hauling. I think it's just for the farmland that's next to it. I don't know if they're here for the. We'll see if he comes out or not, but if he talks to me, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I think he's just doing the farmland over there. But anyway, time to walk in the house. It spooked me a little bit because I didn't know if he was going to tell us to get out of here or whatever. Front porch, well, back porch actually, I'm sorry. I'm coming in the back way because the front porch is a disaster. As you can see, it's definitely an old house since it's got its lapping, I think. So it's definitely probably 30s or older, I would say, maybe 40s or older. Here's the kitchen. Very, very broken. Are you guys downstairs? Yeah, I'm not sure if they're downstairs. This is the basement here. Sorry if the screen's a little close up. I can't, it's the basement. I'm not going to go down there unless I know they're down there, so. Are you guys in the basement or upstairs? Oh, okay. Are the stairs safe? Yep, they are. Because one of my fiance's friends, ex-boyfriends, tore these bottom stairs off, and they've been replaced, so I wasn't sure how safe they were. Let's see, excuse me. Where's that bricked up? Oh, the bricked up room.
That's a coal room.
Coal room. It's scary. We had crawled through here years ago and thought we found human remains, but obviously it wasn't. I'm not going to crawl in there, but coal room. And then up here, I think there's a false wall. There's like ashes up there. I'm not going to go in there. It's dirty and nails and stuff. But anyway, basement floor from the main level floor from the underneath. Not too much to see in the basement.
Coyote fox.
Coyote or fox bones is what my fiance found. Pretty neat. Yeah, we found bones just like this and thought they were baby remains. But that's a whole other story. I'll make a video on another day. Or unless I already did.
It was tested. And
it was tested and it was just animal remains.
No, excuse me.
So I'm going back up the stairs now. My fiance was trying to say they were coyote / wolf bones or something. I don't know.
Fucker.
So back in the kitchen, going this way, I gotta slowly walk on the floors and test them out, make sure they're not, gonna fall through. Here's an old bathroom. It looks like a shower, bathroom, and a little walkway. Carpeted area. I heard bad, I think. Gotta feel this floor, make sure it ain't too squishy. Yeah, this is awful. Oh, this next room's worse, but I'll show you in a second. Gotta be careful of the glass. It's outside. Outside again. Let me get in this corner to show you over here. There's this room that I was saying that's really bad, and that's where the front porch is. I don't know how bad the floor is, but I do know that if it's anything like the floor above, the ceiling's sagging really bad. You guys be careful of the floors upstairs, they're sagging. But as you can see, so much debris. Let's test these floors. I'm bouncing on them. Seem to be solid so far. Just slowly making my way over here. There's the stair. Well, let me show you the porch first. You can see the porch. Anyway, other side of the living room. That other room we were in. And the stairs. Let's test them up. Test them out, not test them up. And back when the stairs were built very sturdily. Yes, Alex?
Do not step in this spot over here.
Okay, I'll come over there in a second and check. See, old pink room must have been, could have been a little girl's room or something, nursery maybe. The floors are still very nice up here. Apart from where the windows are all busted out and everything. Oh, this is the closet to the attic. I forgot about that. We'll look at them in a second. Look at the other rooms in this house on the second floor, then we'll go up to the top. Another bathroom, plumbing area, old bathtub. Let's see. Another bedroom.
I wish houses were built like this.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Houses were built a lot sturdier back in these days. That's why, otherwise, a new house that had been sitting abandoned for this long would have already been halfway to the ground by now. There, no stairway up there. That's crazy. Let's go to that next room. Oh, there's plenty more rooms. A little closet. This room, they said to be careful on the floor in. Yeah, over there. That's bad.
That's what we left here for the raccoons once.
And this room, there's plenty of rooms in here. It's awesome. Oh, and look at the roof up there. That's crazy. Nice. Not nice, but you know what I mean. Oh, you guys, the roof to the attic? I'm sorry, the staircase? Be very careful, because if the floors up there are bad. Now, this is the part that reminds me of Uncle's room in John Marston's house. That's pretty much what it would have been. Yep, let's go up there. Oh, there's kitties up there?
No. I just wanted to tell any animals that were coming. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Oh, wow.
Some spots now that are rotted.
Yeah, don't step anywhere in this except for the center.
Oh.
Yeah, wow.
What?
Do not step over there.
Damn. You're fine.
Let's flip this around. I wish our attic was this big. That would be so nice. Imagine this as your bedroom.
This would be an amazing guest
I'd put my bed right there. Oh, man, this would be nice.
It's a fucking mansion.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how they were built back then. This was a single-family house back in the day. Chimney, of course.
So this
Another hole.
place was actually a dairy farm at one point.
Dairy farm, yep.
Then it turned into a little hotel thing. I would assume
Let me go over here.
they just use the guest bedrooms as their little...
Very rotten and bad.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Here's the outside. There's the blazer right there. That's the little highway road that it's off of. Oh, giant tractor tire down there, I just noticed. Neat.
We found a second wellness.
Oh, wow, in the house or outside? But anyway, that's pretty much all there is to see at this house. It's really cool.
Daniel, careful.
Yes, was it pointing straight up?
Yes.
Oh, there's an old leather belt. Neat. So one last look at the attic. And that big gaping hole there. It's a shame. I've looked online and I researched. Apparently this plot of land and the other area near it's gonna, in the next few years, gonna be turned into like a subdivision. So this is a last look at a piece of history. An old bird's nest, bee's nest. I don't know, honestly. Maybe a bird's nest, something. Dirt dauber, wasp, who knows? You probably know. I don't. But anyway, let's go back downstairs. Really, really steep, so I gotta very, very cautious with this. And of course, as with every step, tested and untested, I go very slow on it, just to make sure it's still safe. As you can see, it's just been, as I mentioned, though, once the roof goes, water drips and that gets onto every layer of the floor until it eventually all the way falls through. You be careful, Avery. If I haven't already mentioned my niece Avery, she's returning, by the way.
Returning after like 5 years, guys.
After 5 years was the last video we did. The chicken crackers and cheese, or playing with Hot Wheels, something like that. And my fiance, of course.
bike riding video.
Oh yeah, the video of riding bikes down a hill with my nephew Jude when he was a baby. But anyway. Very nice. Again, I wish the camera wasn't so zoomed in looking. I can't zoom it out any more than it already is. Already tried. But anyway, let's go down the second flight of stairs. Yeah, these stairs are real sturdy. It's just like the corners and edges. Now, people that are watching this video, is this house savable? Obviously, without, you know, what am I trying to say? Well, yeah, the roof, obviously, but I mean, like, with enough money, is this house savable? Or is it, don't tell me if it's worth it or not, but is it savable with enough money? I'm sure it is. There's a lot of good wood still in here.
Oh, this is hardwood.
Oh, yeah. You can't get this kind of wood anymore. This is old growth. Not unless you stop cutting down trees and let them grow for a very long time, or cut down, you know, protected parts of the forest that aren't allowed to. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway. Cool regardless. Let me know what you guys think of this house. Of course, it's abandoned. It's sad. An old dairy farm from the 1850s. I'll bet you the actual house that was here in the 1850s was probably some wooden shack, and probably turn of the century they probably built this brick one. But who knows, honestly. Very nice. Let me go back out the back door. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys the garages and stuff. That'll be in a separate clip. Alright, here's the first garage. I don't know if this door opens or not, but I'll try it. Let's move the stick out of the way. Nope, I'm not going to, even though there's an open gap, I'm not going to bust it into it, because that's not what you do. You take photos and leave footprints. That's the only thing. Yep. Inside of the garage. What's this? Part of a fuel pump or something? No, I have no idea what that is. Alarm system, probably, actually. No idea. Some tubs. Now, another bit of backstory on this house. The reason my fiance knows about this place, her family used to rehabilitate, like, skunks and possums and things like that, and raccoons, and they'd release them here. Of course, people had their share of dumping trash and stuff. Saw a toilet seat over there, and there's the toilet to match, even the same color. Like a beige or something. Pink beige. This is an old pump over here, like a water pump. Ouch, that has thorns on it. Let's walk over here. Let's look at the outside first, and then look at all these thorny things. Are them thorns? Yeah, they are. Let me try and get over there with... Oh, I'm already getting caught. Give me a second. Well, maybe I can see it from the inside in here, but let's try and go in here and see what it looks like. Oops, ouch. Super overgrown, of course. Oh, wow. This wood is actually, well, it's still rough, but it's a lot better. In better shape.
I fell through a step stool.
Oh, no. It's not good. It's even got hay in here. Is this hay from all those years ago?
It didn't support me.
Oh, no. This is what my fiance was saying. This place hasn't been inhabited since the 70s, so that's crazy if that hay is still that old. Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust that. It already fell on my niece, sorry. Oh, yeah. This is what I want to show you guys. An old water pump, I think. Yeah. I don't know if it was just placed there, if that's where it actually was. It might have just been actually there. Let's walk out here and see. I can't. Gotta jump out slightly. There we go. Sorry if the camera's all shaky and whatnot. We'll get another look at that old one that was burned down in a little bit. Try and explore over here. This old water pump. I'm gonna test it and see if it works. I doubt it, but that'd be really awesome if it did work still. Iowa variable flow wood Ford MFG. I don't know, honestly. Oh, it's nothing's coming out, but I'm working it loose. Yeah, nothing's gonna come out of that. Anyway, walk over here and look. Cornfields. Oh, there's a big tree. Cornfields I was talking about with a tractor that was there a little bit ago. Super massive tree. I think I hear that tractor again. Well, if he wants us to leave, he can come up here and tell us, and then we will. Some bottles. This was a barn, Alex? An old barn.
So this is a smaller barn.
Smaller barn, okay.
Hey, look at that.
That we could get into.
Alright.
There's another barn over there that was the main dairy barn.
Oh, and that one's gone too?
That one was burned.
Oh, that one was burned. This one was just torn down.
Collapsed.
This one collapsed. The one over, I assume over there, she'll probably show me. Someone set the other one on fire.
Yep.
We'll look at the old silo too. I'm assuming it had a dome on it at one point, probably collapsed maybe, or they took it off. Foundation, yes. Oh my, this tree is massive. Was it down before or no?
It's been down for a long time.
Since before you knew it?
Before I knew it.
Oh, so it's been down for a long time, yeah.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Big old hill over here with a foundation around it. Probably led up into the barn, maybe. Tractor again. Let's see. Foundation there, and I assume, yep, this would be the barn that was burned down. Yep, I can see a bunch of burned wood. Sorry, I hope you were probably up too high to be able to see anyway. The camera, I mean. Oh, what is this piece of electronics over here I see? What in the world? A big ass TV, it looks melted. Looks like it, yep. Let's see. Yep, big old box TV or something. Burned wood with moss growing on it. It's been a while. Alex, how long had it been? What year was it burned? 4 or 5 years since it's been burned. Probably another well or something. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to get all the way in here, but you can probably see a big portion of it. Pretty neat, though. Sad that all this stuff is, you know, broken, decrepit, and it's going to get torn down, but that was a different era back in the day. You know, modern day times, we don't need nearly as many farms as we did. Well, at least not in this way. We can cram a bunch more productivity into a smaller area, so these spread out farms aren't needed as much, but it's still sad regardless. This was someone's life. This is someone's house. This was all of that. And it's sad to see it, you know, eventually go, and even though it's still here, it's it's a shell of its former self. But it's neat that we can explore it and document it on video, regardless. Oh, wow, and this tree looks like it has something. Is that wire wrapped around it? Or spore marks that it's grown into or something? Yeah, there's like wire growing. I'm sorry, wires around the tree, and it probably grew into it. Got bigger than it originally was, because, yep, a dead stump that never grew into it. Interesting. But anyway. And this will probably be one of the last clips, but here's the silo. It's pretty neat. They got big old metal rings around it. Pretty damn rusted solid. Who knows the last time those have been touched? Probably almost 100 years, if not over 100 years. Who honestly knows? I don't really know. Pretty sure aren't all these pieces like separate pieces that have been concreted together, and this just holds them together? Yeah, because it's got to hold a lot of weight. That makes a lot of sense now. Yep. Ooh, look at this. This is cool. Wow. I didn't see that from over there. Yep. Oh, and you can get in there. That's cool. We gotta do that. You know that. Very, very small. Since you guys are already in there, do you mind holding this and then looking around, like looking up and all that? Looking all around. I don't feel like squeezing through there. I can, but I don't feel like it. I'll stick my head through though.
The camera doesn't do it justice, but that's like 100 feet, probably.
Something like that.
That's 100 feet.
That's neat. Thank you very much. Oopsie. Yeah, hang on a moment. I'm gonna explore this first. Anyway, old window frame there. Whoops. We get through here and look. Oh, my shirt's caught. Yep. Oh wow. Oops. Yeah, I did not see this foundation portion over there. You can see the blazer through the distance again. But anyway, I don't want to show like a million hours of the same thing over and over. I'm sure I've gone over multiple things. Oh, I didn't even see this window right here. But yep, was that a nest up there of some type?
No, that's
I wonder if the dome got torn down or taken down, or there ain't no debris on the inside, so it must have gotten taken down. But anyway, well, that was my video on exploring this abandoned farmhouse and remaining buildings around it. Now time to go home.